would like to speak about the new year coming in March and some of the rituals or the things that people may do to help them, and also this new the new moon coming up, which is, you guys know, it's a new moon, and it's also Mercury retrograde. It's very interesting because Mercury is ruled by Hermes, or what you would call Thoth. Thoth is ruled by the moon also. Thoth is a moon god, and Thoth is Thoth-Moses. That's the original name of Moses, is Thoth-Moses. And Moses went up to Mount Sinai. Sinai is a moon mountain. That's where you get the word sin. Okay, the name of the moon, original name of the moon is Sin, S-I-N. And this is because of the vibration that the moon emanates. It's called sine. A lot of you guys that did mathematics remember logarithm and sine, S-I-N-E. This has to do with vibrations. The origin of the vibrations on Earth is from the moon. That's why it's called Lu, or Lux, or lunar, luxurious, Luxor. So the moon is primary. What happens for the moon in 1 month, it takes a whole year for it to happen for the sun. So the moon could be likened to high radiation like a gamma ray, and the sun's radiation, which is a thermal radiation, could be likened to like an alpha ray, which is a step down form of radiation at a slower pace. It's slow enough that you can feel it on your skin. But if it was fast enough, it'll bypass your feelings and enter your constitution, which is what the moon does. Okay? The moon steps down the light from Saturn, which is an even deeper form of light. Alright? So, because of this, the moon has to be taken very serious, and especially when Mercury is acting a certain way and there's also a new moon. It's a perfect time for you to manifest your wishes. Anything that you say is. That's the main thing about perception and reality. So if you say that you're a cow, you're a cow. If you say you're God, you're God. Anything that you say is. If you say right now that there's a tall angel standing right next to you, and you say in your world, in your reality, that it is. Okay? So how well you can imagine it for yourself will determine how well you can compete with another human being's imagination. So if you imagine it really for yourself, like 90% real, and the next magician comes along and his imagination is not as strong, and he imagines his at 60%, your reality will overcome his. This is why magicians are stronger than other magicians, and reality takes over other people's reality. It's based on how much you apply yourself to your own thoughts. So he always says believe. This is what believe is to make your imaginations as real. And this has to do with your nervous system. So you have to feel what you imagine. You can't just think it. As much as you feel it is as much real as it is going to be to you. So we're going to be dealing with some of the new moon things that you could do. Now, I will say this clearly. This is something you could do all the time, because I do this all the time. If you wish for something, you use the moon. All right? So basically it's simple. You get you a pencil and a piece of paper. You write down your intentions at the new moon, preferably on a Monday, which is a moon day, at 9 p.m. Okay? You write down, you light a white candle, and you face the west. You write down you do the LBRP. Okay? You trace the pentagram at 4 corners and clear the sphere that you're going to do your ritual. You write down your intentions clearly, what you would want to happen. So you write it down clearly. Then you call upon the moon energy to come and heal you. The moon, like all the other energies, are living things. They're alive like me and you. their intelligences. They can hear you. They can feel you. They know you. They know your name. We are not taught these things because they don't want you to know the power and how simple it is to get what you want. So you write your intentions very clear. Don't be ambiguous. If you want money, write the amount, write the currency. If you want love, describe exactly who you want to meet, the height of the person, the color of the person, the race of the person, the characteristics you want to be very precise, because you're programming. We live in a computer. You're programming something. So if you were programming something on a computer, you wouldn't leave it vague. You'd be as precise as possible, because whatever you put in that program is what the computer is going to spit out for you. So take time in your spare day at work, in your spare hours at work, or wherever you are. Take time to perfect your definitions. Perfect how well you could define what you want, because it's difficult for people to actually know what they want. It's not until you start thinking about it before you see that it's not easy to know what you want. That's why people don't get nothing out of life, because life can't give you what you don't put in it. It's what you put in it. That's what life is going to give you. However, to put something in life, it has to be real and precise, or else it'll give you bullshit. If you put bullshit in it, it'll give you bullshit. If you put God in it, it'll give you God. So be precise. Write down exactly what you want, what you need improved. Spit alcohol. Get you some rum. Okay? And call upon the moon goddess. When it hits 9 o'clock, light the white candle. Face the west. Call the moon goddess. There's many names you could use. In Igbo is Mwonwa, which is the spirit of the moon, or Onwa is the moon. It's O-N-W-A, Onwa. If you can't speak Igbo, just say moon goddess, or whatever term that you want to use. But the main thing is your imagination. You have to imagine the spirit standing in front of you while you're telling it what you want, because your imagination is what makes things real. Believe it or not, whatever you touch in front of you is imagination. It just feels real to you. It's all imagination. It's all images in your mind. Your central nervous system makes it real. Okay? So apply your imagination. Conjure. That's what it means to say conjure. Conjure up the moon goddess in front of you as a grand being, standing in front of you, sympathetic and listening to what you have to say. Read your intentions 9 times 9. 9 times 9. It's 81 times. All right? When you read your intentions, apply your emotion. Sometimes you may cry. If you cry, it makes it more powerful, because the tears come direct from the central nervous system, and it shows that your feelings are actually imprinted in the ether through your tears. Tears and magic, extremely powerful. Okay? Tears and magic, extremely powerful. So read your intentions clearly when you vocalize. After you vocalize it 9 times 9, you fold it 9 times. Fold the paper 9 times and put it away somewhere nice. Leave the candle. Put it in a safe place to burn out by itself. Don't blow it out. All right? Now, when the full moon comes up, when there's a full moon, you go get that thing that you wrote, okay? And you read it again 9 times 9 times. After you read it 9 times 9 times, you burn it. When you burn it, you sprinkle the ashes in front of your door, and you put some of the ash on your forehead, and you go about your business. The most important thing Do not try to remember. Try as much as possible to forget that ritual. Forget what you asked for. Forget everything about it. Okay? Go about your business. The reason why we advise this is because if you remember it, it keeps it in this realm. This is a realm of reflections. You want to keep it in the other realm, universe B, where everything is possible. Your memory is what holds it here. If you leave it in the other realm, as you people know, when you go to that realm in a dream, you could open a door in your house and you be in Spain. You could be driving your car, next thing you know, you're flying off a mountain. There's nothing that's not possible in that realm. However, if you keep it down here, it's subject to the rules of this realm, and it will not change as readily as you want it to. So it's always advised to forget your rituals after you do it completely. Destroy everything that has to do with that ritual. Get it completely out of your sphere, and do not remember it. When you do this, go about your business. Don't expect nothing. It's very important. If you expect it, it's not going to come. That means you're keeping it down here. Okay? And it's a very powerful but simple way of using the lunar energy to manifest what you want. Thirdly, about the seminary. Hold on, let me see my notes.